Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel where I talk about everything about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, and his beautiful wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. I am waiting for the bus to Châtelet in Paris. And I thought I would multitask because I'm really not sure what's going on with the bus. The time keeps changing. The weather is quite bad, but not as bad as it is in America right now. I should have been there as of yesterday, but because of the bad weather, I had to cancel. And so I hear it's going to be the mother of all storms that, they've ever seen in about 30 or 40 years. So I seem to have dodged a big one. Thank God I made that choice to just call the trip off. Anyway, Meghan and Harry. So what's going on with Meghan and Harry? So yes, I made some notes about what I wanted to talk about today. Of course, I'm on the bus, so I have to whisper a little bit, so hopefully you can hear me. So today I wanted to talk a little bit more about Camilla and Camilla, Queen Consort, and the reports that she had lunch recently with some anti-Meghan haters, Piers Morgan and Jeremy Clarkson, who I haven't heard very much about, but apparently he's a close friend of the Queen, according to reports. I have not corroborated these reports, but they're close friends, and they all sort of had lunch together at this event recently in London. And Jeremy Clarkson, as I said yesterday, is a man who wrote a very, very disturbing and abusive article about Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, in a British publication called The Sun, I believe, recently. And in that article, he basically said that
N'oubliez pas de valider votre titre de transport dès la montée à bord, au risque d'être verbalisé.
Les tickets achetés par SMS sur votre téléphone doivent également être présentés au conducteur. Merci.
So basically, this guy, Jeremy Clarkson, apparently wrote this article in The Sun, and in the article he said he hates Meghan, and he also expressed certain sentiments about wishing she could be made to be paraded in the streets of London or through the streets of London, and naked with no clothes on, and basically have people throw excrement, or in colloquial language, shit, to throw shit all over her as she's walking naked down the streets. And this follows very closely the part 2 of Meghan and Harry's docuseries, where Meghan basically expressed fear for her life, expressed getting death threats, expressed feeling suicidal about the online bullying she has been suffering, as a result or consequence of her marriage to Harry, Duke of Sussex. Harry, Duchess of Sussex. Duke of Sussex. And so I expressed very strong sentiments about that yesterday, because I really find it very disturbing, not just what this man said, but the fact that he is a close friend of the Queen Camilla, and that she is publicly flaunting that relationship so soon after Meghan expressed these sentiments, and even without these sentiments, knowing how the haters have been harassing Meghan, and knowing that, just knowing everything, Meghan running away from the palace, Meghan feeling suicidal, etc. I find it very disturbing that Camilla is friends with somebody like this. And I expressed yesterday that I think that this man speaks for Camilla and for the royal family, and that's why they keep him close because he's an enemy of Meghan, and so he's a friend of theirs. But really, what I wanted to know is whether you think that Meghan can bring legal action against this guy, Jeremy Clark, for what he said. I don't know British law very well, and I don't know any law very well, but it seems to me that an argument could be made that this man is inciting violence against Meghan. It's kind of like harassment to the point of incitement and provocation of violence. And, you know, I mean, there's free speech, but then there's also incitement. And I think in England you have something called the inchoate offenses. There are 3 of them apparently, where you intentionally encourage or assist someone with, you know, committing a violent act, or you encourage or assist an act that you believe that if it's committed, that you believe if you encourage it, that it will be committed. And there's another one where you encourage or assist believing that one or more of these acts will be committed. They're called inchoate offenses. I don't know how they actually work, but it's all about, you know, inciting others to harass and to commit violence against somebody. And I wonder whether Meghan might have a cause of action against this guy, Jeremy Clarkson, for that, because his words, you know, based on what she has already revealed in her docuseries, could encourage someone or incite someone to commit violence against her, or to actually go try and throw shit on her or whatever. And it seems to me that that's against British law. It's against British law. And I wonder whether that's something she and her legal team ought to look at to see what are her recourses in something like this, if any. I don't know. What do you think? So the other article that I have written down is that, not the article, but the topic is that Prince Harry apparently has 2 big interviews, television interviews, coming up to promote his book Spare. And one is with Anderson Cooper and one is with Tom Bradby of ITV. Anderson Cooper, I think, is on CNN. And so he's going to be discussing his memoir with these 2 gentlemen. And they're expected to be fairly big interviews. And they're expected to get, you know, solid ratings, and all to promote his memoir, which is ghostwritten by J.R. Moringa. I don't know how you say those names, but yeah, that's kind of exciting. I mean, these 2, Harry and Meghan, are just, you know, busy and creative and making things happen. I'm really, like, proud of them. It's very, very rainy and gray.
Musée d'art moderne, Palais de Tokyo.
So I can barely see, but the Eiffel Tower is lit and just, what is the word? Not glistening. It's, oh my god, I don't remember the word. All those lights flickering like that. Maybe flickering. It's flickering. Okay, so I'm on my way downtown and the weather's not good. So I think this is not my most brilliant decision. So what else do I have to say about Meghan and Harry? Well, I just find it ironic that Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, now consort queen, just had this event at Buckingham Palace where she convened all these other queens, like the Queen of Jordan and these princesses and the Belgian from Belgium and Jordan and a whole bunch of other people. Queen Mathilde from Belgium, Queen Rania from Jordan, Princess Mary from Denmark, other prominent women leaders, and Countess Sophie of Sussex. No, of Sophie of whatever. Countess Sophie of Wessex, maybe. And, so they had all these people at Buckingham Palace to discuss violence against women around the world. And it's called the Abused Women Summit, and it was sponsored by the United Nations. And, Camilla basically called for all of this violence to stop, and she condemned the pandemic. She called it a pandemic of violence against women and girls. And yet she has been so silent when her own daughter-in-law is being verbally attacked and harassed on a level I personally have never seen before of any public figure. Does she not see that this is violence in and of itself? The silence that has been emanating from the palace and from this woman who just had this summit about stopping abuse against women is truly bewildering. I mean, I don't have the words. It's one thing to say that she's a hypocrite, but another thing to say, wait a minute, is this hypocrisy or is this something else? Because how do you have a summit like that, and how do you claim to be this leader who cares about women and girls, which, by the way, I thought was Meghan's platform. I never knew this was Camilla's platform. All of a sudden, she's all into women and girls, which is interesting. But how do you say that that's who you are, and then you have nothing to say, and you are best friends, or at least good friends, with somebody who calls for Meghan to be paraded in the streets naked and having people in Britain throwing shit at her? How do you stand there in good conscience and make these kinds of claims, and then you remain silent? I don't understand that at all. How do you say you care about women, and then you're friends with these anti-Meghan haters who are so misogynistic and hateful towards a woman and a mother, the mother of your step-grandchildren who you apparently think very little of? I don't understand that. I mean, this is not a hypocrisy. It's beyond hypocrisy, in fact. And I just find it really, really crazy, actually. So yeah, I just got off the bus, and I think I closed off the Camilla comments where, I don't understand her stance, her silence in the face of all of this abuse, all of this attack, the pandemic of attacks against Meghan, and her total silence when she has, stood up and said, that, the global violence has to end and the heinous crimes have to end and survivors need to be believed, She said that. Camilla said that. And now she's so silent with Meghan. It's completely crazy. Like, I think I must be crazy. I don't understand what's going on with that at all. And so what else did I have on my list as I fight in the rain to talk about this stuff? I can't even see. I have to stop and then start again because it's raining so hard, and I don't even know where I am. I have no idea where I am. I should know where I am, but it's very dark. It's very rainy. It's not snowing, but I think I got off the bus maybe 2 stops too soon based on So I have no idea. But did I say that yes, I did say Prince Harry is promoting his book with Anderson Cooper. Did I say that Prince Harry and Meghan have handed out presents to 30 families, I think it was, on the US-Mexico border? refugees who have been reunited with their family members. This holiday, they have arranged to have 30 families receive presents. I mean, how nice is that? How sweet is that? How thoughtful is that? Kudos to Meghan and Harry, as usual, for being so thoughtful. And I think maybe that's going to be it, actually. You should see my paper. This is my paper, because if I don't write it down, I don't remember, but I can't get the paper to focus. I have no idea what's on the paper. Yeah, so anyway, I do think that this women and girls thing is Meghan's platform. All of a sudden, Camilla is this expert on this subject, and she clearly has no clue. And I say this with all due respect, because I think I've tried to be respectful towards this family, but I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. The silence after this man said what he said, I think, may be a turning point for me. How can I respect this? How can I possibly give these people the benefit of the doubt? They're guilty of everything Meghan has said and everything she has not said. When you read between the lines of what she has not said, and there's a lot that she hasn't said, I'm sure of it. It's horrible. When Paris is beautiful, there's nothing like it, you know what I mean? It's just like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to be in New York tonight, and I'm in Paris instead. And you know what? You just have to bloom where you're planted, and you just have to just be where you are and just accept it and just love it and be happy no matter what, you know? I was supposed to be in New York City tonight, you know, with my friends, and you know, we had all these plans. I wanted to go to the top of the Empire State Building, which I've never done. Instead, here I am in rainy Paris. Now, what do you think I should do? You know, I think there is supposed to be, no, it's not here. At the Notre Dame, there might be like a, but it's on the other bank. Oh my God, it's too far in this rain. But in fact, because I think my bus, I'm tired. I think my bus is that way. Look at this place. Look at this place. Such a beauty. Oh my goodness. Do you think they have like ice skating at the city hall tonight? Or I think the weather is just too much. Wow, look at City Hall. Oh, I think I have never seen it so beautiful, and I'm sure, I will bet you money that the camera does not do this justice, what I'm saying, because my phone is a piece of crap. Decor, look at this place. Oh my gosh, there are many, like I know there's another exhibit called the Festival of Lights or something like that. It's at a museum somewhere, and I thought I would go this year because I've never gone to this particular festival, but tomorrow being my birthday and all. Look at this place, it's like a wonderland. Ah, look at this, amazing. This was so worth it. Oh my gosh, I'm sure I don't have enough space on the camera for this. Look at this, oh my God. It's like magic. I've never actually seen this before. How many years? I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. Can you picture this? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Paris enchanté. On compte avec le Père Noël. Oh. I cannot tell you how incredibly enchanting this is. Oh my gosh, Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll subscribe and keep following me, because I don't know what I'll do from one minute to the next. Honestly, I don't. And if you knew what's waiting for me at home in terms of issues and problems, you would die laughing. You'd die laughing. Like, I can't even begin to think about it. But in the meantime, look at this. Look at what I walked into. I had no idea this was. I had no idea. I had no idea. This year, I got the Christmas spirit like you have no idea. Like you have no idea. Last year, nothing. 2020, it was big also. Before that, nothing. So it's like epically like Christmas spirit for me this year. I hope you do too, Meghan and Harry fans. And, and the rest of the world, rest of humanity. I mean, what are we all so angry about? What are we all, let's just try to heal, let's try to heal our issues and come together as human people and stop the nonsense. It's nonsense, everyone. This looks gorgeous.